Senator Coons.
Thank you, Chair Hyde-Smith and Ranking Member Gillibrand, and thank you, Secretary Duffy, for appearing before us today. I do hope we will get your actual full budget soon and have the chance to review that with you. And when we do get it, I hope we will see sustained investment in Amtrak. I regularly take Amtrak back and forth from Wilmington to Washington. They hit record ridership and record profitability. Just this past year, it also employs 1,500 people in Delaware, which is the midpoint of the Northeast Corridor. The Northeast Corridor is just really, frankly, the only aspect of Amtrak that has been financially stable for a long, long time. So if the NEC experiences cuts or some attempt at privatization or a sharp change in direction, the impact will really harm the mostly heartland states and rural part of Amtrak's national network. Elon Musk has called for privatizing Amtrak. It's made steady, positive progress in recent years. I'd be interested in whether you'd commit to us to maintaining strong investments in Amtrak when we finally receive your full budget.
So, listen, I take Amtrak as well. I ride the Northeast Corridor. I will tell you this, do I think we could do better?
Yes.
Could we be better? Yes, I think we could be better. It's faster than driving through the traffic. When you're going up north, I've experienced that more recently. So again, I would love us to think through together, how can we make this better? How can we make it faster? I mean, the rest of the world has high-speed rail. Why can't we think through a different way to do it? So I'm committed to the idea that we want to be able to move people along the Northeast Corridor. We don't have enough room for people to all take cars, so let's figure out a better way to do it. So yeah, I'm committed to the idea that we're gonna have great rail transportation. We have Amtrak now. Could there be ways that we could allow for other competition with Amtrak on the rails? Possibly. But this is in your control. So I'm not trying to kill it. I'm trying to go, how can we make it better?
Thank you. These are complex questions.
Very complex.
Consultation with this committee will help sustain our national rail network. Shipbuilding is an area where I suspect we have strong agreement. I recently visited Philly's Hanwha Shipyard, as did you. Senator McCormick and I have talked regularly about this. My community is just 20 to 30 minutes from that shipyard, and we'd like to contribute. Some of the folks who will work at the expanded Hanwha Shipyard, I am the ranking appropriator on defense, and I think the shot in the arm that MARAD has given to the shipyard by purchasing 5 DOT ships has been critically vital. Just if you would briefly speak to DOT's plans to invest in and reinvigorate our nation's shipyards. This is one that is right on the edge of being able to come into the family of naval shipyards.
Yeah, so I love the president's vision. I couldn't share it. I think most people would agree that the vision of building ships again in America is important. Working through the components of how we fund it, how we are able to give a shot in the arm to the industry, because it's going to need support. And thinking through how we do that is what's happening right now. I think all of us working together is going to be what's necessary to revitalize these ports. But again, you look around the country and you see how we used to be a powerhouse, and they've just, many of them have been mothballed. Again, it's going to be a bipartisan effort for all of us.
This is one that's back in production thanks to DOT, and I know Senator Collins has expressed a very strong interest in it. A number of members have maritime academies in their home states and would like to see this shipyard also become productive. I look forward to working with you on that.
You as well.
In the last 2 minutes, if I could, just a theme across a number of questions. You've frozen 3,000 federal grants for review and have released several hundred. Just to compare, there was a bipartisan effort at infrastructure investment under the last administration, and that produced a lot of new programs, more than 40 new programs, more than $300 billion in funding. The DOT under the previous administration signed grant agreements for more than 3,300 projects. And under the first Trump administration, because there wasn't a bipartisan commitment to dramatic increases in infrastructure, just 900. So to say that they hadn't managed to execute enough agreements, and that's why you've got such a backlog, Biden's DOT increased its pace of grant agreement execution from 330 in its first year to 1,500 its last year. There's a reason that there was a dramatic increase in the volume of grant agreements. It's because we came together in a bipartisan way to significantly increase our infrastructure investment. To me, the grants that are being reviewed that were appropriated and authorized by Congress ought to be moving more quickly than they are, and I hope you will speed up that process going forward.
So just to be, I haven't frozen anything. So if you have a grant agreement, that money is flowing. That has not been stopped. And what we've done is asked to repurpose some of the requirements inside of those grant agreements. We're not going to enforce the climate or the social justice, but if you have a grant agreement and you have a project that's moving, the money is going on those projects. They haven't been stopped. They haven't been frozen. And even on the announced projects that don't have grant agreements, we're moving. Again, quickly, I'll show you that I've got a month-by-month chart. I'll share it with you if you want, and you can look at how we've done compared to what the last administration. And you're not going to say we're wildly slower. We're actually doing pretty well, and I think it's going to speed up as well. So we're not trying to hold anything up. We're not trying to slow down or freeze, but I am trying to pull out some things I think are going to cost you and your projects more money. And if we can build quicker and we can build with smarter requirements, I think that we have more money then to build more of your projects, which everyone wants more projects.
I'd welcome a quick call about that outcome, which, as you describe it, is something I would embrace and support. Okay. I'd like to see the projects move forward. Obviously, in my state, I think literally every senator has said the same about this.
And I'll send over the month-by-month analysis to your office.
And forgive me, Tim and Sherry Lilly, we are sorry for your loss, and we are sorry for the ways in which air safety and tragic air accidents have impacted so many families, principally yours, and we appreciate not just your presence here, but what it means that you continue to advocate for FAA reform. Thank you, Mr. Secretary, and thank you both.